This video is going to be about affirmations, the power of affirmations. My name is Maden. On my YouTube channel, I talk about inspiring ideas. After learning amazing lessons in my life, I share the tips which I learned along the way. Reminding you once again that the 100th YouTube subscriber, wherever you are, around the world, I'll send you out a free gift if you're the 100th YouTube subscriber. I'm really excited. Yesterday we put out the 301st YouTube video. Exciting stuff. That's why I'm reminding you once again that if you come along with us on this amazing channel, if you come along with us, amazing successful people, I will ship you out that gift if you're my 100th YouTube subscriber. Right. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Affirmations and the power of affirmations. You know, people think that affirmations are a great thing and it's worth trying it and it's worth programming it in the brain, but they're not aware of the secret behind the magical components and the magical process of affirmations. And I'll explain what I mean. Affirmations are very successful when a very popular figure uses it, when a very popular figure talks about it, when a very popular figure suggests you do it. And why is that? The reason is because there's a power and a dynamic which is affirmed when a powerful figure and a powerful person puts out an affirmation. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that there's a famous reality which is not spoken about much, and that is the pendulum, which quite literally means that if a large crowd, a very large group of people, believe in a certain person who puts out an affirmation, especially a motivational person like Tony Robbins, the power of that affirmation is tenfold. Because a person is not just let's say an affirmation saying I am smart and I have such magical and such unbelievable parts in my working body. It's not just a thing you're putting out there. It's not just a message you're putting out there. You're also affirming something which a lot of people, and the power of a lot of people, and the pendulum which literally motivates and picks up this amazing affirmation, this amazing vibe, and it makes it quite literally like a living component within you, which makes you pick up and be successful. You know, when I start off my YouTube channel every day, when I start off, more precisely, when I put out the message, my daily message, and I say, you know, my 100th YouTube subscriber will receive that free gift, free shipping around the world. Now, the reason why I do that specifically is not some kind of gimmicking, it's not some kind of gimmick or a marketing ploy, not quite. It is because I'm sourcing a crowd who's coming to my YouTube channel as a result of hearing about something being free. And when they do that, their heart quite literally frees up tension, which they may have within them, and allows them to expand their own consciousness and their own awareness in the process. And so as a result, I am gaining a larger crowd, I'm gaining a crowd of successful people, and I'm gaining a crowd of success. A crowd which is going to bring me successes, and it's going to bring you success. This concept I've not invented on my own. Just so I'm clear, I've seen this mentioned by Aaron Doherty. I've seen this mentioned by Leo Alexander. A lot of people talk about this concept of affirmations, which are powerful when they come from motivational success and they come from a crowd, and when they come from a crowd of successful people who affirm those affirmations. So that's the power of an affirmation. Then there is the fact that when the brain hears something which came from a very successful person, a motivational speaker like Tony Robbins, the brain, as a result, affirms it, believes it, and takes it further. You know, you could tell your brain 1,000 times, I am a successful person, I am a rich person. but it won't necessarily believe it if it has no reason and nothing within you gives it that push and that drive to make it believe it. It might work eventually, but it's hard. But if you take a motivational quote and an affirmation and you take it from and you source it from somebody who's as famous and motivational like Tony Robbins or Aaron Doherty, who has had a few million viewers to his YouTube channel, you effectively are sourcing within you something which your brain, which works through the energy of the universe, could actually put out there and make you believe in and make it true. You know, there's a lot of motivational speakers out there talk of the law of attraction and they say, yeah, it works because you believe in it, it's going to work. It's not exactly like that. In order to have the power of, in order to make the dynamic and the energy and the power of something, in order to make that power and energy work, you have to have an energy flow which is coming from a very powerful and dynamic figure like Tony Robbins, Aaron Doherty. These people follow the millions of people. Aaron Doherty has millions of viewers. Tony Robbins has a few 100 million people following him and believing in him. You know, it actually shocks me. I met two people in the last few days who said that they never heard of Tony Robbins. And that actually shocked me because, okay, I hadn't heard of Tony Robbins going back 5 years ago, but other than these two individuals, everybody knows of Tony Robbins. He is followed and subscribed to by, he has millions of subscribers. Tony Robbins coached Princess Diana, he coached President Clinton, and the list goes on. He coached famous baseball players. He coached, I think he coached Michael Jordan as well. So that's something which, that's a person with a lot of power and energy within him. And the power of his affirmation, one of his affirmations is that on the other side of rejection is the power of success. In other words, that a person who suffered a lot of rejection in their life, at the end of the process comes amazing success. I quote that and I repeat that to my brain often enough, not daily, and I should do it daily. I'm imperfect like that, but I quote that to myself, and I know the power of rejection. I know what it means having a few hundred people, and over, okay, I had well over 100,000 people viewing my story, and the negative vibes which I saw until I stopped viewing were coming from 30% of 10,000 people. That's 10,000 people. So I know the power of rejection. So when I hear somebody like Tony Robbins, who has that source and that force and that energy within him to affirm something, and when he says something and he gives an affirmation, especially in front of a crowd of hundreds or thousands by his conferences, I take that within me. Like on the other side of rejection is the power of success. I take that and I internalize it, and I take it off the ground as a result. That's my message today. It's really about the secret of affirmations. And I want to say, you know, ever since I've been meditating, I've been seeing within me this power of focus. I've been seeing within me there's a power and this ability to quite literally use sense and logic even on a sad day. Even in the day when I'm feeling, I have days where I'm not feeling great. Remember, I'm on a spiritual journey, and wherever you're going to look when it comes to a spiritual journey, you're going to have some days which are very difficult because a lot of issues are coming to the surface, and they're coming back up to the surface, and you can almost think that you're not, your spiritual journey is gone, but it's not. Even on a hard day when I'm very spiritually crushed, when I'm feeling very bad because my issues are coming to the surface, and I had this a couple of days ago, I saw how I was thinking clearer because I do meditation. So I know the train, and I could control and I could focus on my thoughts. And as a result, I was able to quite literally put good meaning to my thoughts. I was able to put positive ideas and positive vibes and positive energy and high frequency to what I was going through, making sense of what happened to me in the past. Every single day the universe tells me and gives me hints and signs and gives me intellect to understand to what happened to me in the past. why I faced the rejection I faced. Why? What was behind it? And it's fascinating and it's beautiful and I love it. That's my message today, all about the power of affirmations and all about the power and the strength which comes when you're on a spiritual journey and you do meditation. That's my message today. If you liked my video, press the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, press that subscribe